cats, what's happening? Welcome to my first video of the year, actually, in 2021. Thanks for joining me today in the man cave. As you can see, weather here is not ideal, and especially for taking our scooters out for a ride. And that's what I want to talk about today. I don't know where all of you live. I'm sure a lot of you live in the same kind of climate as we do here, but I'm sure some of you live in completely different climates. In fact, I know some of you guys do. What's the ideal climate for a biker? Where do you live somewhere in the world where it's the most ideal climate? Now, here in Northeast Ohio, I don't know that I would say it's an ideal climate. Summers are really nice. They can be anywhere from 70 to mid-90s, let's say, on the hotter days. I don't even remember it getting over 100 degrees here, but it can get pretty muggy here. A lot of moisture, because we have a lot of deciduous trees in the area. So, you know, summers are decent and they're good for riding. Well, spring is really nice if you can make it through March. So, and you can ride in March too, but, you know, the weather can be very variable in March. So you got April, May, June, July, August, September, and sometimes into November where we can ride in Ohio. The fall is really nice. The fall is cool weather. You got the beautiful leaves. Just, you know, it's just a great time to ride. But then you get this time of year. You get, you know, December, January, February, and March. The four worst months in Northeast Ohio. And you can ride through those months if you care to. I don't particularly like to ride in this weather just because in Ohio they put salt down on the roads. They either put rock salt down or they use salt brine, which is, you know, a liquid that gets sprayed on the road. But when you ride your bike on a damp or wet road that has that salt or salt brine on it, it's going to get all up in there. And it can cause extensive damage over time. Especially because in the winter, now here, you know, I got my outdoor water source, my hose that I spray with, and I don't have any water in the man cave here to speak of, so I can't really wash anything in here unless, say, I've just brought a bucket of water out here from inside the house and washed it up, but still, you really need to spray it to get that salt out of there. So I'm just going to let mine sit for the winter until the roads dry out, until I get some rains that wash that salt off the road, and then the roads dry out, and then I'll go ride the rest of the summer. So it stays parked most of those 4 months of the winter. Once in a great while, where I can't take it anymore, I'll jump on the bike, and I get a decent day where I jump on the bike and I'll take off and just go down the road or something, just to, you know, get that adrenaline. You know, we all know what it's like to be on that bike behind the handlebars, and it's like this feeling of freedom, like, you know, flying almost, and it's exhilarating, and you just need it some days. So yeah, I can ride in the winter. Now, I know a lot of guys will go to Florida for the summer. I got a buddy, he will pack up and take his bike and everything, go down to Florida for the winter. And he even bought a winter cottage or a home down there that he stays in where he can continue to ride. And then he comes back north in the summertime. I'm not a gypsy, you know. I'm not going to move back and forth 2 times a year. That's just not me. It's just too much work. I've also heard that Florida can be extremely muggy and hot. Which I'm not really excited or thrilled about. If it's over 100 degrees, and I can't breathe, I don't know that that's for me. I've also heard there's a lot of seniors in Florida. Well, yeah, I'm a senior, but I really don't tend to flock around with the rest of them. So That's another reason maybe I don't want to go to Florida. I've never been to Florida, never even for a vacation, never even been there. But I've heard a lot about it. I've had, family that's been there. My wife's been there. Not me though. So where else would you live? Let's just say in the U.S. I mean, I'm sure there's other countries that have very reasonable weather all year round. But, I got a brother that lives kind of in Southern California in the Owens Valley between the Sierra and the, I can't remember the name of the other mountain range there. But it's just nestled down in this little valley. And he told me the other day 22 degrees there and it was snowing. And that's in the southern part of California. So, I don't know if they get the same over on the other side of the Sierra along the coast. I've often wondered what it would be like in San Diego or in that area. Maybe even Mexico is the perfect place to live. I don't know. I sure wouldn't want to live along the Gulf. I mean, I don't want to be caught up in a hurricane or anything like that. No, no thank you. No hurricanes for me. And I don't know. I went down there once for vacation, and the only thing I remember, the most memorable part of that vacation were the cockroaches. I mean, they were everywhere. That was in the Galveston area that I went. So, not real thrilled to live down on the Gulf anywhere. Maybe like Tennessee, Georgia. What about those states? Is that comfortable weather like all year round? Do you get a lot of snow? Do they salt the roads? Are the temperatures moderate? What's it like in the summertime? Does it get really hot? I don't know. I know if you go up north of here, say like Minnesota, Wisconsin, the Dakotas, those are beautiful states. They're just great places to visit. But I wouldn't want to live there. I'll tell you what, in the Dakotas, the winters get so bad, they close the expressways. They have gates that they put down where you can't even go on the highway because it's so drifted over. It's so bad. They just close it down. No, thank you. That's like a hard life. I'm done with hard living. I just want it easy. So yeah, I would love to see your comments down below on this, where you think your ideal place for a biker to live is, either in this country or somewhere else. How about you? Some of you live down in Australia, or I know some of you guys live in Britain or England. I don't know what it's like there all year round. Interesting though to hear. It would be really interesting to hear. Nonetheless, I'm content here in Ohio. I mean, I've got my roots here. I've got family here. And making a comfortable retirement here. As you can see, we got a beautiful home. We got a beautiful acreage. It's very remote, and we don't have neighbors. We don't have a lot of rules out here. We can do whatever we please. So we pretty much got it made. And if I have to put up with 4 months of winter to deal with that, okay, I'll do that. I'll take that. All right, guys, well, I hope you're having a wonderful start to this year. If not, I'll keep you in my prayers. Give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. And until next time, guys, ride hard and die free.